Hi, welcome to the In Industry Astrology full moon forecast for January of 2024. The moon is waxing, the energy increasing. How are you feeling? The moon is waxing, getting bigger and brighter, and on January 25th at 9:54 a.m. Pacific time, the moon will reach its peak of brightness and then begin to wane again. Feeling a bit more energetic, sensitive or emotional, ready to step up your game, maybe step courageously into something new. This full moon is a powerful one. It's in the sidereal sign of Cancer, a watery sign of emotions, inner needs, and feelings. But there's also a lot of fire in the astrology right now. We have a lot of sort of expansive, courageous, fierce, maybe overly expansive and fierce as well, energy running through the world. The full moon is in the area of the sky called Pushya Nakshatra. This is one of the most auspicious nakshatras in all of the 27 stars. It's a very good place for the moon in many ways. Pushya is called the star of nourishment, and it is actually symbolized sometimes by the udder of a cow, where we get milk. There's a sort of unending supply of nourishment from the earth and from our relationships. It's a symbol of what the moon is, the divine feminine and the love of the mother to child. So this Pushya full moon does have a great deal of wisdom in it. It's also connected to Brihaspati, the guru of the gods. So this full moon may be a turning point or a decision-making time to really connect in with your needs, making decisions around what nourishes you the best, or decisions for your family or children around education or other programs that are going to nourish their lives. Also, this full moon has a fire within it because it is happening at the peak of an alignment between Mercury and Mars. Mars is in Sagittarius, where he's been since December. And there has been a very flammable kind of yoga going on between Mars and Jupiter since then. It is extremely expansive. It has coincided with war, a lot more war going on in the Middle East. And as Mercury, Mars, and Venus have all been joining together in Sagittarius, it seems to just have been increasing the intensity. On the collective, this Mercury-Mars-Jupiter alignment is a very volatile energy. It can be expressed actually through political volatility and war. But on a personal level, we can see it as a time where we can really break the molds and step into courageous actions. It isn't a good time to be doing unnecessary or silly arguments, but it is a time to perhaps be stating your needs clearly in situations, whether it's within yourself to understand your own needs better, and also with witnesses in a group. Mercury and Mars are actually aligning in Graha Yuddha. That's when the two planets become so close together that they begin to almost blend or infringe on each other. And Mercury and Mars can definitely bring more conflict, unfortunately. It's a time to pray for peace and also really avoid conflict in general. Mars will be leaving Sagittarius on February 5th, and that will break the fire energy that's been happening with Jupiter and Mars. But it is going to, I think, bring in another kind of chapter for the collective around the war that's been happening in the Middle East and other places. It's just another phase going forward. Pushya full moon, though, brings in a light of awareness, the awareness of the importance of protecting children and the elderly, of maintaining hospitals and schools. It's a star that can really support peace and bring in better education in general. This is a time where you should not only becoming aware of your own needs and healing places within yourself that maybe you are disconnected from, around maybe the inner child's need for attention or nourishment, but also to look outward on the collective and look how you can support others in need. This is a very good full moon to be doing that. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at what the tarot cards have to say about this upcoming full moon in Pushya Nakshatra. So the first card that came through, the Knight of Cups. And inside of the cups, the cup that the Knight is offering, you can see there's the Cancer, the crab, full moon in Cancer. It is a kind of emotional intelligence that comes with this moon, especially the Pushya energy part of Cancer. There's an offering here towards greater happiness, towards what you are truly nourished by. And beautiful, the star, the healing star. There's a healing energy with all of this. I think there's something about connecting to what you know to be right, but simple, like what is just common sense, even around needs, around feeding and nourishing others, and also within yourself, what you know to be true. And so there's a lot of potential in this full moon to make really positive changes for the future. Also because of this fire, and here it shows up right here in this card. You see the Mars, the symbol of Mars up there. As I was saying, this something called a Parivartana Yoga that's been happening since December when Mars entered Sagittarius. So there's been this interchange of energy between Jupiter and Mars. And while that can definitely expand military actions and war and violence on a collective level, on an inner level, there is something, though, that can also coincide, grow, where you know what is right, and it helps you make these decisions, perhaps that you've been stuck with for a while, or make action finally on something that you've been wanting to do, to go basically into battle with things that have been intimidating to you before. You can find the courage now to face and move through. Also, there's so much to do to help others right now who are in need, especially those in countries who are under the pressures of war directly, or just even in your own neighborhood. So this is a time to be reaching out and helping, maybe through charitable acts, or acts of random acts of kindness also. Okay. Step up and take the reins of your heart. You are here to take a positive action, to make a difference in your life and the lives of others. And the smallest acts of love and kindness can reverberate and grow into great influences of compassion. Turn to where the healing is, where the ease is felt in your body, and take action to step closer toward it. Make a commitment, make a plan to make a change. Because what you nourish within becomes the source of how you can nourish without. Take your power, make a decision, and act. Thanks for coming to the In-Industry Astrology Full Moon Forecast. I do offer one-on-one Vedic astrology readings and tarot readings on Zoom. You can book a reading with me on my website, anandastrology.com. I'll leave a link in the description window below. Also, do get on my newsletter. It's free, and you can get a free PDF guide and calculate your birth star when you sign up. There's also a link for that below. So be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and also check out Instagram and Facebook, where I write frequently. And I will see you soon on the next moon.